by the time I started my business, I already had 20 years of experience, family experience. You know.
Hold on 1 second. We back, we live on Downtown Hot Radio. I'm your host, Wallo Archer with the Real Rap Radio Show. I have the owner with me from Down Care. Hello again.
What's up?
Let everybody know your name.
My name is Han Jiang.
Let them know where your restaurants are.
So my restaurants are called Han Dynasty. I started in Exton, Pennsylvania, then Royersford, Old City, Manayunk, University City, Cherry Hill, East Village, New York, Upper West Side, New York, and I'm opening my ninth Han Dynasty in Brooklyn next month. Okay. I also have a restaurant in Taiwan called The Lock. Nice.
And as we was talking on the break, you grew up in a family business, learning the ins and outs of running the business. You want to elaborate on it?
Yeah, so I started working for my mom. She's an entrepreneur. Her name is actually Long Long, and Long means dragon, so she's double dragon. And she's just been very tough on me all my life, shaping me into who I am right now. I started working for her in a factory when I was 7 years old. I go to school 6 days a week, and on Sunday I have to work in a factory, and that was my happiest day, because I hate school. I hate studying, I hate reading, but I love working. And I never got paid. You know, I worked for my mom for 20 years, never got paid. I mean, she paid for my tuition and everything, but she taught me everything I knew about running a business. I mean, I understand most parents would, you guys hear from your parents, oh, don't do drugs, don't stay out late, blah, blah, blah. You know, my mom never told me any of that stuff. She taught me how to run a business. She taught me how to invest, how to run employees, and how to start a company. That's what I know, and that's what I was obsessed about since I was a little kid.
Wow, big ups to your mom. That's very good. She's still living?
Yeah.
Oh, tell her I said hello. I'm very proud of her. Yeah, tell her I said hello. Now, what about your dad? Was your dad around?
Yeah, my dad, so when I first came to the States, my dad was in Taiwan for 10 years working for the retirement. Like when we came here, it was very, very tough. I lived in Lancaster County. I was the only Asian kid in whole school. There's a lot of racism, a lot of bullying, and my mom is getting the same way when she's running a flower shop in Lancaster County. And, just being like the only Asian kid in the whole town. That was super, super, super tough. And not having my dad there, but that, now looking back, I realized that that's what shaped me the person who I am today. And I don't mind people talk on about me. It doesn't matter. I gotta prove it to those people. I have to be better. Even you're right, I'm wrong. I will admit it, and I will be better. Or even I'm right, you're wrong. I will admit I'm wrong. I will get better. Just constant struggle.
So you always knew you was gonna be an entrepreneur.
Yes, I am. Okay. Yes, I did.
So working for somebody wasn't an option.
No, it wasn't. No.
What do they call it? They call that I think 40 years you work for somebody, doing 40 hours, and then the 40 that they pay you on retirement is not enough to retire. Yeah. I kind of chopped it up. Yeah. But, yeah.
I love doing what I love to do. At a company, you can't really do what you want to do.
Right.
You have to be a boss to do that.
Right.
Yeah. If I like to do something, I want to do something, I will get done. Right. I don't care how much it costs. Doesn't matter. I will get done.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, your family members, they also have the entrepreneur spirit?
Well, not my dad. My dad, he just works in a 9-to-5 job in a company for a long time, over 30 years for the retirement. But, my mom just such an ambitious person that, I took it after my mom. And I'm very, very, proud and gladful that she told me everything I knew today.
Yeah.
I still live with my parents now.
Okay.
Yeah, just because it's my duty to take care of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's talk about that. We was talking also during a break about wasting money, not being frugal with your money. Yeah. So what's your thoughts on that?
So, growing up, pretty much my mom and my grandmom are the most influential people in my life. What I learned from my grandmom was always be kind to others, even if you hate that person. If that's your enemy, you gotta show your kindness, and because we believe in karma. Like when you do good things for people, good things will come to you. When you help other people, when you need help, other people will help you unconditionally.
It's coming through the phone. It's coming. Okay, there you go.
So it's not really about the reward. It's about you just want to help people, and by helping people, you actually are building up leadership. Every time you help other people, and people are gonna help you, and you can help people in different forms that you can teach people. Like instead of like when my employees made a mistake, I mean, I do yell at them sometimes, but I think that is totally wrong. I regret every single time. I think it's my job to show them, paint a picture for them. This is what you can learn from this, and I bring another thing connected to that. Like, did you know you can actually do one thing to do two things, solve two problems at once? And that's when you start teaching people, and then you're helping them. And and every time you do that, it's actually you're teaching yourself. You're making yourself better, because you're talking to so many different people all the time, and that's literally building up leadership. And once you build up leadership, that when you want to do something, people will follow you. They will do that job for you without any excuses, without complaints. They're just gonna do it for you because they owe you. And so that's one thing. And then another thing my grandmom told me was being frugal. I was telling you that both my grandparents are World War II refugees. Like, they had a super tough time. Like, they have to worry about, not what you're eating this meal. It's like, what are you gonna eat the next couple of meals? Are you gonna starve? So being frugal and pinching pennies are the number one thing in their mind. Like, it's not about being cheap. It's about surviving. And my family, we don't have a religion, and I took my grandmom and what my mom taught me as a religion. How they become who they are. Why are they so influential? It's because of these things. They just literally put other people in front of themselves, and that builds character and leadership. And once you do enough of that, everything else, or every problem in your life, it will solve itself. Because when you want to do one thing, everybody will help you. Yeah.
Right. Now, you said your mom and your grandmom is the main two.
Yeah.
Now, how was their parents? Where did they actually learn that from? Because that's awesome that they know that, but where also did they pick that up from?
I would say probably from our ancestors.
Okay.
It's just being around. This is the Chinese culture. Like, Chinese people, we've been through so much turmoils, that there's so many civil wars, natural disasters, like the imperialism. Like, people are starving for centuries in China. Like, people always say, "Oh my God, Chinese people eat all this crazy stuff." I'm like, you have to understand, we're starving. Everybody's starving. That's why we have to eat that stuff. Just because you have a great life, like you can eat anything you want, doesn't mean you have the right to judge us.
Right.
People just don't understand the culture behind it. Why does people eat that stuff? We have no choice. Yeah.
The funny thing is, I never knew that. I don't know what goes on in other religion or culture, or since y'all didn't have a religion, but y'all had to eat whatever.
I mean, not whatever, but like, one thing I know is we can make whatever to taste good.
Okay.
And that requires a lot of skills. Like, anybody can cook a steak and make that taste good, but like, how do you cook tripe and make that taste good? How do you cook chicken feet and make that taste good? That takes a lot of skills. Yeah.
Okay.
And to us, it's not just comfort food. It's literally, we're so proud of it, and we, like, even the richest person in China will still go back to their roots and eat that stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It just become part of our culture. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna take another quick break with Salt and Pepper. Push It. We'll be right back on Downtown Hot Radio.
Push it. Push it. Push it.